Okay, I win. Can I go now? Oh!
Hello and welcome to another special episode of Superhero Club, your go-to show all about comic book inspired original series on Prime Video. I'm your host Stephanie Williams. Before we get too far in, if you want more superhero content like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Prime Video channel. Today we're highlighting key moments from Invincible Season 2 Part 1 to get you ready for the return of Part 2. The first half of Season 2 has been a roller coaster ride of emotions. We've seen new characters, fresh challenges for our Season 1 favorites, journeys across space, and the introduction of different dimensions. We're only 4 episodes into Season 2, but get comfortable because we've got a lot to unpack. Let's start by diving into some key moments from Episode 1. A lesson for your next life. Season 2, Episode 1 introduces us to the existence of different dimensions. In the universe that opens the episode, Invincible teams up with his father, Omni-Man, to prepare Earth for a Viltrumite takeover. This alternate timeline also introduces a new character named Angstrom Levy. Angstrom is a member of the resistance against Omni-Man and Invincible in this universe. Before Invincible and Omni-Man kill him alongside other resistant members like Robot or paralyzes him like Adam Eve, he pulls himself into a portal from another universe. When the episode finally returns to the main universe, in which Invincible rejects his father's invitation to join the Viltrum Empire, we find that Cecil has resurrected Immortal and made him the leader of the Guardians of the Globe. This is a result of Rudy, aka Robot, not being an effective leader. Another new superhero named Bulletproof introduces himself while wearing one of the first suits that Invincible tried on in Season 1. Meanwhile, in the main universe, Mark and his mother Debbie deal with the aftermath of Nolan's betrayal. The Mauler twins escape from prison yet again, but this time with the help of Angstrom. He then enlists the twins' help in building a memory transfer device that will enable him to share memories with different versions of himself across other realities. Cecil sends Invincible to confront the Mauler twins, which leads to a catastrophic explosion that leaves one of the surviving twins severely injured and Angstrom mutated. Both vow to get the revenge against Invincible. In about 6 hours, I lose my virginity to a fish. In Episode 2, Mark defeats Doc Seismic again and then attends his high school graduation right after. Mark continues carrying out his duties as Invincible with the motivation to prove he is nothing like his dad. Rexplode discovers Immortal and Duplicate are dating. Invincible encounters and defeats the new Darkwing. Debbie confronts Cecil, accusing him of taking advantage of Mark's eagerness to prove he is nothing like his father. While there, she sees Donald Ferguson, who died in Season 1 but is somehow alive and seemingly unaware that anything ever happened to him. Adam Eve argues with her father, who believes she is irresponsibly using her powers after she fixed an apartment building and built a new playground in Chicago. Cecil sends Invincible to Atlantis to appease the Atlanteans, who are still upset about what happened to their king, Aquarius, one of the slain members of the original Guardians of the Globe. Invincible is forced into a trial by combat. He battles a kaiju named the Death Dweller and saves the Atlanteans after it turns its attention on them and starts attacking them. The stowaway Martian from Season 1, Episode 4 is reintroduced as a new member of the Guardians who goes by Shapesmith. The Lizard League gets a new leader after King Lizard murders the Supreme Lizard. And now in an alternate universe, the now mutated and vengeful Angstrom confronts another captive evil Invincible. Angstrom asks this Invincible questions to learn how to defeat him. He plans on using that knowledge with the intent to defeat the Invincible in the main universe. This missive, this machination. In Episode 3, we are back in the main universe. Mark starts college and he and Amber take their relationship to another level. While they're busy, we catch up with Alan the alien, who finally returns to the coalition of planets to share what he learned from Invincible. We also get Alan's backstory, which includes details about the attack on his homeworld, Unipa, by the Viltrumites, and as a result, his species joining the coalition to help stop the Viltrum Empire. Alan, bred to be the strongest of his species, evaluated other planets for his beings powerful enough to challenge the Viltrumites. The Coalition leader, Thetis, tasked Alan with finding the mole he believes is hiding within the Coalition. The Coalition believes that there is a mole within their ranks, but then shortly after, in an unrelated incident, Alan is attacked by 3 Viltrumites, leaving him nearly dead. What remains of Alan's body is placed in a recovery machine, which Thetis sabotages for unknown reasons. Back on Earth, Debbie finally attends a meeting for individuals dealing with losing their superhero spouses. A shape-shifting Thraxan, an insect-like species, tells Mark his people are in danger, and Mark travels to Thraxa against Cecil's orders, and once on Thraxa, he is unexpectedly reunited with his father, now a ruler of the Thraxans. It's been a while. Episode 4 explores what Nolan, aka Omni-Man, has been up to since leaving Earth. While soul-searching and flying aimlessly around the cosmos, Omni-Man saves a spacecraft from getting sucked into a black hole. He returns the spacecraft passengers to their world, Thraxa, and they grant him sanctuary and anoint him as their new ruler because he is the oldest and Thraxans only live for 9 months. Back in the present, Nolan reveals to a shocked and angered Mark that he sent for him because he needs his help protecting the Thraxans against the Viltrumites. After Nolan convinces Mark to stay, he drops another whopper of a reveal on him by introducing Mark to his new Thraxan wife and son. Back on Earth, Debbie is deeply depressed due to her grief about everything that went down with Omni-Man, but later finds resolve through a heart-to-heart with Art. Donald discovers a small crater left by the house that exploded in Season 1, Episode 7, right after Omni-Man killed him and the GDA soldiers. He later finds out he did die, or at least the original version of him did. We see that Adam Eve no longer lives in her treehouse but in the old Teen Team headquarters. Mark ultimately agrees to help his father defend Thraxa just as 3 Viltrum warriors arrive. Invincible and Omni-Man take on the Viltrum warriors but eventually are defeated by one named Lucan. After he suffered severe injuries, Omni-Man is taken captive, and a Viltrumite named General Krieg assigns Invincible an impossible task to prepare Earth for a takeover by the Viltrum Empire. Episode 4 ends with the lone Mauler twin cloning himself, and then the new clone kills him. And there you have it, everything you need to know about the first half of Season 2. You can catch those first 4 episodes on Prime Video for a complete refresher before the second half of Invincible Season 2 returns on March 14th.